Live from beautiful Marblehead, Massachusetts, it's the Temple Emanu-El Telethon with your hosts, Rabbi David Meyer and John Nelson.
All right, how's that doing? That looks like it's coming through a little better. Are we good? Are we going to start this? We're going to start this introduction once again. I've got a thumb up over there. Got a thumb up over there. All right, let's do this introduction one more time, except without the masks. All right, are we up and running, everybody? How's it looking there? We got the tech crew: Steve, Matt, Howard, Jamie, Shelby. Lisa, Mira, all giving us the thumbs up. Welcome to Temple Emanu-El in Marblehead. Should I do the time sync again, All right, yeah, we'll do it. All right, it is midnight plus 5 minutes in Jerusalem. Always start with that, right? And then let's go from this continent west to east, where it's 2 o'clock in Walnut Creek and in Westwood, California. And it is 3 o'clock in Canmore, Alberta, and Denver, Colorado. We have 4 o'clock in Iowa City, in Madison, Wisconsin, and in Lawrence, Kansas. And here it's 5:06. We may go just a little bit longer tonight. I am here with you, with our wonderful volunteers and crew. John Nelson, our Temple's music director.
Great to be
We're going
here,
to have an evening of entertainment, of community, of building our synagogue. So thank you for being with us. How to donate tonight during the course of our program. You can call the Temple main line, 781-631-9300. Is there going to be a scroll down at the bottom with that, boys? All right. You can also go to Emanu-El.org, our website. Don't forget the hyphen. And I'm so used to looking at the camera up there, but now the camera's down there. And just click the donate button. A little added incentive, by the way, for tonight, before we get to the auction items, is that everyone who makes a donation tonight is going to be added to a raffle with a chance to win one of 4 boxes of Valentine's brownies, courtesy of Wicked Awesome Brownie here in town. Thanks, Cheryl. They can be shipped anywhere we want. Thanks so much to our sponsors and to those who've donated early already. As we move towards our goal of a $50,000 donations tonight, we are around 15,000, so we're well on our way. And again, many thanks to our sponsors, to our volunteers, to our donors. And before we start with the entertainment, let's have a little review of the 10 items, experiences that people might bid on. And again, you can go to Emanu-El.org and click on the online auction. Be sure to read the instructions. We're going to shut down the auction a little before 7 tonight. John, why don't you kick us off with a little short description of these auction items?
That is true, Rabbi. I'm very excited to do that, but I did hear about these performances, and I thought before we started, even with the descriptions, I'll start with the first performance.
All right, well, that's going to be terrific, and there may be a time for that, but actually the performances have been pre-recorded, so just to make sure that all the balance and all would be right.
No one let the talent know.
Well, keep that in your pocket, though, okay? You never know. How about these auction items, John?
Well, Rabbi, one that's near and dear to my heart. Our first auction item is one of Swampscott's hottest fooderies. You get 1 hour truck visit for 30 to 40 guests from the Cookie Monster. Each person gets 1 custom ice cream sandwich valued at $400. And I do have to say this has the personal stamp of approval from our own Howard Nunes.
All right. Also, the UPS store here in town has donated a year of use to a medium-sized mailbox in Marblehead, copying, scanning, faxing services. This is a great item that's valued at $500.
It is a great one. And when you're checking your mail, your new box, someone else will be drinking their wine. We have 1 case of mixed wines donated by Cappies, along with 1 case of mixed wines donated by 2 Temple members, valued at $700.
All right, that's 2 cases of wine. Yeah. That'll get you through the pandemic, huh? We also have, thanks to Andrea Glovsky, a 2-hour consultation in any aspect of the college application process. So especially for those who have students, sophomore, juniors, this college counseling opportunity is valued at $500.
Very nice. And we have another very special item. Captain Jake, who I know very well, great guy, is offering a 6-hour fishing charter for 6 passengers out of Marblehead, Big Fish Mojo. This is a great one. Valued $630.
Yeah, Captain Jake will not only get you on the fish, get you on some big ones too, probably.
Also can tutor you in Hebrew.
Yeah, I could do that. Speaking of on the water, the Dolphin Yacht Club has donated a social membership for the club for the summer of 2021. The Dolphin Yacht Club is one of the most beautiful views in all of the harbor, and they have great food, really wonderful, fun, down-to-earth folks. It's a great item. You can skip the wait list. You have to be a new member. The value of this item is $800.
Now, being from the deep south, Sharon, Massachusetts, Rabbi, I've never been to the Dolphin, but I have heard of the next one. I'm very, very excited. The Kernwood Country Club. You and two friends will be the guest of Robert Salter for a round of golf, and the value on this one is priceless.
Well, of course, because you're playing with Robert.
Of course.
And the Kernwood Country Club is one of the really beautiful golf locations in all of Massachusetts. I had a chance to be there back in the fall, and it's a beautiful, beautiful course. Done a lot of work on it, so that'll be fun. Nice. Now, from the beauty of the golf club to the reality of taking out your trash. I know, especially for those who may live in Swampscott, there's a limit to 1 barrel of trash per week. But if you have a Trash Masher 48, you are able to actually push all that down and get more bang for the buck, as it were. It's valued at $100.
Yeah. You know, when I first heard that, Rabbi, I thought it was Dan Aykroyd's Bassmaster. I read it wrong, but it's a Trash Master, but that's as exciting. And we have another great item here. Captain Robert Salter, this is after you've played golf with him, invites you and 3 friends aboard his 35-foot regulator boat for a cruise or some fishing. And again, with most auction items involving Robert, the value is priceless.
Yeah, you should know, by the way, that's not just a harbor cruise. You can actually go out to Stellwagen, do some whale watching on that boat. So a wonderful opportunity. And finally, we have a combination that we're calling our COVID Survival Basket. Lots of goodies to help you get through, including a classic crock pot, a commemorative Red Sox bottle of wine, probably commemorating when they were great, a Portal Plus, a device, and a pair of Apple iPods. This has a value of $590.
Oh, Rabbi, I'd never leave my couch. Wait, I haven't left my couch for 9 months. Okay.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guarantee we haven't been wearing tuxedos for a while.
That's true.
So why are we doing this tonight? Friends, why are we giving? It's because of who we are as a community. It's because supporting one another and building our institution is what we do. You should know that during this entire 10 months, almost a year, we did not have to lay off any staff during the pandemic. Our teachers, our office staff, everyone was employed, and we want to continue doing what we do. We're proud we're able to maintain our staff who've been working both on-site and remotely. We've continued to provide, without a break, a continuity of our services and programming to our membership, our religious school, worship services, neighborhood programs. We want to continue doing that. And frankly, every year we have a big fundraising gathering. Obviously, we couldn't do that this year with a concert or a performance or some kind of special gala. So that's tonight. Tonight's our special gala and gathering. And I want to begin with a thank you to the Strasnick family who are sponsoring this first hour of our telethon. So coming up in the early section of the show will be many of our acts that are have been prepared for, geared to our younger members. Thanks so much to Madrichim, religious school staff, members of the religious school, our kids. Later on, we're going to have professional musicians, comedians, local celebrities, and we're going to hear from many of our past presidents. So without further ado, John, what's coming up?
Well, next we have 2 great videos. The first is from Anna Sokolow, singing, and Bill on piano, and Jeffrey Newman, past president. You are going to love these.
Hello, my name is Anna, and this is my father, Bill Sokolow, and he's going to play the piano, and I'm going to sing Another Day of Sun from the movie La La Land. And we completely support this temple fundraiser and telethon, and we hope that you like it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I knew what I had to do, 'cause I just knew. A summer Sunday night, we sank into our seats right as they dimmed out all the lights. A technicolor world made out of music and sheen. It called me to be on that screen and live inside each scene. Without a nickel to my name, pops a bus, there I came. Could be brave or just insane, we'll have to see. 'Cause someday it's my sleepy town. I'll sit one day and lights are down. That'll be a think of how he used to know me. Behind these hills I'm reaching for the heights and chasing all the lights that shine. When they let you down, you'll get up off the ground. The morning rolls around and it's another day of sun. I think about the day, the rhythms in the canyons that'll never fade away. The ballads in the ballrooms left by those who came before. They say you gotta want it more. So I bang on every door. And even when the answer's no, or when my money's running low, the dust might get that neon glow, or all I need. 'Cause someday as I sing my song, a small town kid will come along. That will be the thing to push him on and go, go. Climb these hills, I'm reaching for the heights and chasing all the lights that shine. When they let you down, you'll get up off the ground. The morning rolls around and it's another day of sun. When they let you down, the morning rolls around. It's another day of sun. It's another day of sun. Just another day of sun. Just another day of sun. Another day has just begun. It's another day of sun. Another day has just begun. It's another day of sun. It's another day of sun. Thank you.
Hi. This year, I've learned that the Tempo is having a major telethon as its major fundraising event, which is really neat given how stuck we are at home. So I'm Jeff Newman, by the way. In 2003 to 2005, I was Temple president, and I wanted to respond to this inquiry and tell you how pleased I am that the telethon is being held and that the Temple is doing well and continuing to thrive even though there's such difficult times now. So when I was at Temple president, we did a lot of different events and tried our best to have events together with other members to make money for the Temple because there's always a lot of additional costs. We found generally that if every member gave a little extra something, that it made a steady foundation for the Temple, and I hope that's what everybody will do here. So in addition, I was asked to answer the question, when you were president, what's your secret talent? I don't know if I had a secret talent. I did dress up as Carmen Miranda one time to get people in the mood for giving money. I don't know if it's a secret talent that I would be a cross-dresser, but I did do that. People laughed and they thought I didn't look so pretty, but aside from that, I don't think I had a secret talent. I just kind of worked hard and tried to do the best we could. Anyway, I hope everybody has a happy new year and enjoys the event. Thanks, and nice to see everybody. Bye.
Hi, my name is Owen Harrison, and I'm playing to support the temple, and I'm going to be playing some Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Hello, friends of Temple Emanu-El. My name is Lisa Sugarman. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a local mom of two living here in Marblehead. I'm a writer. I write parenting books. I'm a columnist. I write a syndicated humor column called It Is What It Is that's all over the place. And I'm also the co-host of the Life Unfiltered radio show on North Shore 104.9 FM. And I'm so humbled and thrilled to be part of the very, very first ever Temple Emanu-El telethon. This is amazing. So I'm excited to read one of my most favorite books by probably my favorite children's author and illustrator, Peter Reynolds. And I picked this book not only because it's my favorite, the book is called Ish, but I picked it because the message within this book has to do with embracing the stuff that doesn't come out the way that we want it to, which is the message that I send in whatever I'm writing about or talking about, is this whole idea of being perfectly imperfect and how so okay that really is. So this book kind of embodies that, and I'm really excited to share it with you tonight. So here we go. Ish. by Peter Reynolds. Ramon loved to draw. Anytime, anything, anywhere. One day, Ramon was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother Leon leaned over his shoulder. Leon burst out laughing. "What is that?" he asked. Ramon couldn't even answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. Leon's laughter haunted Ramon. He kept trying to make his drawings look just right, but they never did. After many, many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Ramon put his pencil down. "I'm done." Marisol, his sister, was watching him. "What do you want?" he whispered. "I was watching you draw," she said. Ramon sneered. "I'm not drawing. Go away." Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a crumpled sheet of paper. "Hey, come back here with that." Ramon raced after Marisol up the hallway and into her room. He was about to yell, but fell silent when he saw his sister's walls and stared at the crumpled gallery. "This is one of my favorites," Marisol said, pointing. "That was supposed to be a vase of flowers," Ramon said, "but it doesn't look like one." "Well, it looks vase-ish," she exclaimed. "Vase-ish?" Ramon looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls and began to see them in a whole new way. "They do look ish," he said. Ramon felt light and energized. Thinking ishly allowed his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt, loose lines, quickly springing out without worry. Ramon once again drew and drew the world around him. Making an ish drawing felt wonderful. He filled his journals. Tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, sun-ish, fish-ish, I can't even say that, afternoon-ish. Ramon realized he could draw ish feelings too. Peace-ish, silly-ish, excited-ish. His ish art inspired ish writing. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poem-ish. One spring morning, Ramon had a wonderful feeling. It was a feeling that even ish words and ish drawings couldn't capture. He decided not to capture it, and instead, he simply savored it. And Ramon lived ishfully ever after. The end. Thanks for listening, and thanks for letting me be a part of this very exciting event. I wish you all well. Have a happy and a healthy year. Take care.
And we're going to try. There we go. We've got audio again. Oh, these guys are working so hard. As I said when you couldn't hear me, we've really never tried anything quite this complex before. But thanks for being patient with us. Hey, but good news. While you couldn't hear me, we have gotten an offer for a matching grant of $5,000. So beginning now, with every donation that comes in, up to $5,000, you can double your donation. So thanks so much to an anonymous donor.
That's great, Rabbi. And what we saw in our last two videos, we actually saw Owen Harrison, one of our students on electric guitar, did a great job. I think that we might need to sign him up for our Meyer Nelson band for touring. And we also saw our own local author and radio personality, Lisa Sugarman, read a story. And we should note that Lisa's read stories to children online every day during the pandemic. So 2 wonderful performances. Thank you.
Hey, can we give a shot over at the folks at the phone bank with Shelby and Lisa and Mira? Can you say hello? You know. Or...
Hi everyone. Nicole, Mira, Shelby, and I are here, and we just want to give a big thank you to Marblehead Bank for sponsoring our phone bank here. We're waiting for your calls. We've already gotten quite a few, so please keep it coming. And we look forward to hearing from everyone tonight. Rabbi John, back to you.
All right, thank you. And thanks so much for being there. Notice that, again, everybody's properly distanced and all of that. So let's go to to our next videos. We have Mara Stein is going to sing for us. She is a freshman at Essex Technical High School, followed by Sawyer Harrison with a little video trick. And then our own John Nelson with his song, Please Say Please, a good reminder about saying thank you as well.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, John. Let's go.
Write what you know, so they say. All I know is I don't know what to write or the right way to write it. This is big, lady, don't screw it up. This is not some little vaudeville I'm reviewing. Poor little kids versus rich, greedy, or sour pusses. It's a cinch, it could practically write itself, and let's pray it does. Cause as I may have mentioned, I have no clue what I'm doing. Am I insane? This is what I've been waiting for. Well, that plus the screaming of 10 angry editors. A girl? It's a girl. How the hell is that even legal? Look, just go and get her. Not only that, there's a story behind the story. Thousands of children exploited, invisible. Speak up, take a stand, and there's someone to write about, and that's how things get better. Give life's little guy some ink, and when it dries, just watch what happens. Those kids will live and breathe right on the page, and once they're center stage, you watch what happens. And who's there with her camera and her pen as boys turn into men? They'll storm the gates, and then just watch what happens when they do. Picture a handsome, heroically charismatic, plain-spoken, know-nothing, skirt-chasing, cocky little son of a lie down with dogs, and you wake up with a raise and a promotion. So he's a flirt, a complete egomaniac. The fact is he's also the face of the straight. What a face! Face the facts, that's a face that could save us all from sinking in the ocean. Like someone said, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power, weight corrupts. Absolutely, that is genius! But give me some time, I'll be twice as good from that. 6 months from never. Just look around at the world we're inheriting and think of the one we'll create. Their mistake is they got old. That is not a mistake we'll be making. No sir, we'll stay young forever. Give those kids and me the brand new century and watch what happens. It's David and Goliath, do or die. The fight is on, and I can't watch what happens. But all I know is nothing happens if you just give in. It can't be any worse than how it's been, and it just so happens that we just might win. So whatever happens,
Hi, my name is Sawyer Harrison, and I am dedicating this trick to the Temple Telethon. You might not know, but I have a hole in the top of my head, and when I blow on my finger, air comes out.
Please say please. Thank you for saying thank you. It's nice to be nice all the time. Well, it's right to be polite. How happy does it make you when you remember all of these? Please say please. Please say please. Thank you for saying thank you. It's nice to be nice all the time. Well, it's right to be polite. How happy does it make you when you remember all of these? Please say please. Have you ever let a good friend ride your bike? Or share some food with someone that you like? Make sure you say Gesundheit when you hear someone sneeze. And remember to please say please. Please say please. Thank you for saying thank you. It's nice to be nice all the time. Well, it's right to be polite. How happy does it make you when you remember all of these? Please say please. Tom. Don't you know that there are nice things you can do? There are things you can do. You can give your friend some soup when she's got the flu. She's got the flu. And you can bring your cousin Band-Aids when he scrapes his knees. Ouch. And remember to please say please.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, you think I could use a scooter?
Please say please.
I need a pencil.
Please say please.
Come on, I want to use your jump rope.
Please say please.
Okay. Please.
Please say please. Thank you for saying thank you. It's nice to be nice all the time. Well, it's right to be polite. How happy does it make you when you remember all of these? When you remember all of these? When you remember all of these? Please say please.
With what?
Starting right with the pledge model. Why we give.
Why we give.
Well, I know that last band very well. And remember to please say please.
And thank you to all of those who are donating so far.
I learned to be polite here at the temple with Rabbi Meyer. That's where I learned. But I know kids and adults, we can always learn to say please. So let's talk about our Pledge Model Foundation, why we give. Those who can give more help offset those who can't. We are a congregational family here at the temple, most important than ever during the pandemic. We all need to help and try to donate. All gifts, large and small, are needed. As our pledge donations have shown this year, for some, there may be less available to give. Helping support each other is core to our mission, and we are able to continue to thrive through the support we receive from you.
Great. And just a little update on our matching grant opportunity. Again, a $5,000 matching grant. We have brought in about $600 at last update towards that $5,000, thanks to all who are giving. Likewise, our auction items are doing great. Should we bring up one of the slides, guys? You know, that afternoon cruise with Salters looks terrific. That could really use a little bump up. That's a great opportunity to get a chance to really get out on the water on a beautiful day on a really nice boat and with great people. So again, the auction items are open. Take a look at them, and we are going to go to our next videos. I do want to once again thank the Strasnick family for sponsoring this first hour of our telethon. And again, the early part of the telethon is really focusing very much on some of the talent that our young people in our school and their families have put together. So we're going to have a quick TikTok from our temple staff, Shelby and Jill, and then music from our very own Chloe Overbaugh. You're going to be very impressed with what she provides and presents. So let's have our next videos, guys.
Take it away.
Of your loneliness as a heartbeat that remains.
Hi, I'm Chloe Overbaugh. I'm 13 years old. I'm proud to be supporting Temple Emanu-El. I hope you are too. And this is a song called Rainbow. When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe when all you know is the struggle of staying above the rising waterline. Well, the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella, but darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, yellow, red, and orange and green, and at least a million others. So tie up the bow, take off your coat, and take a look around. 'Cause the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella, but darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Tie up the bow, take off your coat, and take a look around. Everything's alright now, 'cause the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Let go of your umbrella, but darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Yeah, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. It'll all be alright. Thank you.
That was just wonderful. I have to say, when Chloe had her bat mitzvah just a few months ago. Both John and I were so impressed with her chanting, her singing, and we suggested that maybe she should take this a little more seriously. And then, then we found out she had her own YouTube channel. Thanks so much, Chloe. This will be a great time to take a look at how our $5,000 matching grant is getting. According to my information, we're just over $2,000 of the potential $5,000 grant. So your $2,000 means $4,000 for supporting the temple. And actually, right now, I can tell you that our total pledges is about $19,500. $19,500
right.
for our telethon. So we're going to keep it going. Please, thank you for your generosity. And John, tell us about our next act.
Thank you, Rabbi. Yeah, we're rolling right along. There's so much talent in our community and so much talent, people from other communities that have contributed to tonight. But next we have two very special, I'll call them both acts. First, music from Teddy Silver, one of our students in music madrichim in our religious school. And then a message from Judy Mishkin, one of my favorite people. She's also a keyboardist extraordinaire and moonlights in our rock band Black Shabbos.
Hi, my name is Teddy. I work for the music department here at Temple Emanu-El with Adam and Anna. And I thought I would play a little something. And this is an original song called Moonlight. Driving down the road, I got nowhere to go. I'm just trying to cleanse my soul. Dancing in the moonlight, it's only me and you tonight, so I try to fight it. Drowning in emotions, I'm going through the emotions. Join me by the ocean. Forget about the commotion in your mind, 'cause you're mine for tonight. 'Cause you're mine for tonight. We've got time to spare, we've got memories to share. There's magic in the air. No need to rush this evening, but I can't shake off the feeling that maybe you're someone to believe in. Drowning in emotions, I'm going through the emotions. Join me by the ocean. Forget about the commotion in your mind, 'cause you're mine for tonight. 'Cause you're mine for tonight. Let's watch the stars. Forget about who we are. It's you in my heart. Let's treat this as a brand new start. Drowning in emotions, I'm going through the motions. Join me by the ocean. Forget about the commotion in your mind, 'cause you're mine for tonight. 'Cause you're mine for tonight. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da
Good evening. My name is Judy Mishkin, and I had the honor and privilege of serving as your president for 2 years, from 2007 through 2009. When asked what my secret talent was, I wanted to slightly answer a different question, and that was, what was one of my personal goals when I was president? What was important to me? And among my many goals, a priority of mine was to learn the names of all of our Temple members. Growing up on the North Shore and living here my entire life, with the exception of a few years of college, I actually knew a lot of members of our temple. However, I wanted to know the names of everybody. I attended as many temple events and functions as possible, and when I was at the temple, I made a concerted effort to introduce myself and likewise have other people introduce themselves to me. So my list of people whom I knew did grow. However, it was a work in progress when I was president, and 14 years later, in 2021, it is still a work in progress and something that I will continue to persevere for the rest of my life. That was my secret talent, and thank you so much for letting me share this reflection with you this evening. Enjoy.
Thank you, Judy. And thanks so much to all of our devoted past presidents for sharing in this really celebratory evening. I hope you're having a good time, John.
I'm having a great time, Rabbi.
Especially once we got the audio thing figured out.
Definitely.
Kind of we can relax, we can just enjoy. I'd also have a message from another one of our really beloved and devoted past presidents, Bitsy Bittman, who rather than doing a video, asked me to read his words. So this is from our friend Bitsy.
Beautiful.
Bitsy says, it was an honor and pleasure to serve as the temple's president 30 years ago. I feel that one talent I had was to bring differing viewpoints to consensus, a talent that I'm hoping we will see in greater abundance on the national scene in coming years. I regret that I will not be able to record this message, as I'm told that Rabbi Meyer will be reading this statement. I want to mention that as president, I was the one who selected the search committee that chose him. Well done, Bits. Thank you. Bitsy continues and concludes, I wish the temple much continued success and to the congregation much good health and happiness in the coming year.
That's beautiful. Thank Bitsy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So why are we giving? Why are we doing this? Why should you give? Let's talk about our religious school for a moment. Believe it or not, our religious school, for those who are not religious school families, has continued even during the pandemic, and our temple educator, Rabbi Allison Pizer, and a very devoted faculty have worked so hard to make sure that remote learning continues. I've been continuing to lead a religious school family worship service from an empty sanctuary on Sunday mornings. So whether in person or remote, our school continues to provide Jewish education, a foundation for a healthy community in the next generation.
Yes, and let's remember, folks, on that note, our religious school is not self-sustaining, and funds raised tonight will be part of our operating budget that contribute to the needs of our religious school. So it's really important. Please, please donate. Please join us. And we're now going to roll on to our next videos. 2 more great videos.
Wait. We're going to do a match update.
Oh,
all right. So the match update is that we have met and exceeded. Thank you to Claudia and Michael Kaufman for making the necessary gift to complete our match. Yeah, let's have some. Well, like the folks on the phones, you don't have to, but you somewhere you guys have a confetti video somewhere. Anyway, Thank you to the donor. We have a match for $5,000, and we're going to continue. We have a second match.
Second match.
Oh, whoa. So we have, okay, thank you. We have another donor who has stepped up to offer $5,000 as a match for the next $5,000 worth of donations. So we will continue rolling this. Every donation you make is doubled now for another $5,000.
And that's a perfect segue right into our next 2 videos. So wonderful. Thank you so much for those. We have greetings from Party Excitement and a very special video from our religious school.
Good evening, Temple Emanu-El, and congratulations on your first ever telethon. My name is Brad.
And I'm Adam, and we're from Party Excitement Entertainment. You may have seen us around your temple at various events over the years. The events we're typically there for, bar and bat mitzvahs, but we've been there for so many other reasons, and we love your temple.
We really do. And we're wishing everybody the best of luck, not only tonight, but with things moving forward. We know that times have been tough. We really thank those of you that have worked with us and worked with our company and the community during these trying times. And we want to let you know that we're here for you. Whether you're ready for an event now, or you'd like to wait until things are different, we understand that.
And we're happy to think outside the box with you, working on an event that is creative, but falls within the guidelines of whatever you need. So again, congratulations on your first ever telethon. We wish you all the best. Stay healthy.
Take care.
Hi, my name is Gabby Berman, and here's the reasons why I like Temple Emanu-El. It's when they always make me smile and have fun, and I feel happy when I'm there. And like on Wednesdays, I can be with my friends, and then we have great teachers. And on Sundays also, and we get to do fun projects, and yeah.
I like the rabbi telling us stories.
I loved all the Smarty events. My favorite Smarty event was the pizza parties.
We're not just looking at textbooks, we're doing plays.
I like my teacher, and I have lots of friends. The art projects are really cool, and it's really fun.
My favorite thing about Hebrew school is service and doing the songs and the stories.
You get to choose if you want to work with a partner or alone, and I like how everyone's very enthusiastic.
What was totally amazing to me was that the kids were only supposed to get 10 minutes with me for the one-on-one, and they would ask for more time.
My kids love to learn Hebrew vocabulary, and they weren't doing complete sentences, but they knew their words.
The thing I remember the most is just the connection.
Every Sunday when the kids would come in because they were Hebrew masters, and just how proud we were to be getting a special treat or recognition because they did so well in their class.
They're just really amazing kids.
I loved like all of the music teachers this year. I thought it was like so cool having so many different people with different styles, but they all were good.
I have to say those one-to-one sessions in Hebrew and the classes like through the Zoom were really highlighting because I made connections with kids. I was so dreading the Zoom thing, but in the end it was quite impactful.
I really had a great time working at the Purim Carnival. Like it was just so much fun hanging out with like the teachers and also hanging out with the Madrikim.
This year for Sunday school, I worked in the art room, which was really fun and exciting because I was able to help kids of all different ages with their art projects about the different Jewish holidays.
For me, it's really enjoyable to teach all kids like pre-K through 6th grade because each class is a different experience, and as the kids get older, you can kind of go more in depth with them into Judaism and what it means to me and what it can mean to them.
We love it because it's really more than just a Jewish and Hebrew education. It's really a community.
It helps foster a sense of a Jewish identity with my kids because we're an interfaith family, but it's important to us that our kids identify as Jewish.
I think it's very important, especially during this pandemic, to stress how you can still have your children be involved and have a religious school education. Temple Emanu-El and their incredible staff put together a virtual learning program from home this spring that not only excited my children, but kept them engaged. Every Sunday, they would tune in to hear Rabbi Meyer and John play wonderful music and also deliver a sermon to them. I have to say that we were so impressed with the virtual learning experience and how it kept them engaged and looking forward to something every single week.
don't have a copy of the prayer book and you'd like to follow along, take a look at the URL.
Bye!
Audio back. Now we're good. So as we conclude, there we are back again. Thank you, Katie. How about some thank yous? First of all, again, to the Strasniks for sponsoring this first hour, to members of our religious school and Madrichim and other friends of the school for performances this first hour. Likewise, I do want to kind of say a number of thank yous to volunteers who've been part of creating, as you can tell, a very, very special evening and something we've never tried before. So to Jamie Yomtov and Sherry McGuirk for organizing so much talent, only half of which you've heard. To our tech crew, Matt Friedman, Tiva, to Steve London, and to Howard Nunes. Claudia Kaufman with PR and marketing. We're going to hear from her a little bit later. For our auction, thanks so much to Ina Lee Block, Jessica Black, Carol Schutzer, Stephanie Zweig-Brown for organizing the school talent, and for tonight, in so many different ways, phone bank, tech, and everything else, Mira Kucharski, Steve Faithful, Katie Alexander, Lisa Nagel, and to the event chair who's put it all together, Gail New. Congratulations. Hey,
Thank you,
just want to show
everybody.
you a little bit later in this hour. John and I are going to have the chance to donate some of our CDs. We have recorded 2 albums over the last 7 or 8 years, and we're going to be making these available to some donors coming up. Also a reminder that everyone who makes a donation tonight will be entered into the raffle for Wicked Awesome Brownie Packet, perfect for Valentine's Day. And John, we're gonna get a chance to record some more music in the next weeks to come.
Very excited. Very soon.
So
we are.
So here's your chance. You know, we're going to have professional comedians in a little bit, but hey, you know.
Well, Rabbi, the first thing I have to say is very excited that we have a couple of our CDs that are going to be given out, but Rabbi has a full garage of them, and Marlon wanted to clean them out, so that's one of the reasons they are. But beside that, so I do have a couple of jokes. Hopefully they'll go over. I can't see our audience right now, so I'm going to think that you're laughing hysterically. Well, the first one is one I'm actually going to ask you, Rabbi. You know, I've been watching a lot of the Celtics. Rabbi, why did the chicken jump on the basketball court during a game?
Well, why did the chicken bounce onto the basketball court in the middle of a game? Was that the question?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Why would that happen?
Because the referee screamed foul.
Okay.
Thank you. You can tell the budget of a telethon when the jokester also hits his own drum hit.
All right. Is that the only one you've got tonight?
No, I have one more, Rabbi. I have one more. I always have bad jokes. This one's going out to all our friends out there and in the virtual world. What did one candle say to the other candle?
Well, John, what did one candle say to the other candle?
Are you going out tonight?
There we go. All right.
Well, that's my part.
There we
well,
go. All
what
right.
a way to segue to our next act. And
there
our
will
next
be professional comedy later tonight.
Yes,
too,
don't
so
worry
you
about
should-
this. Isn't
don't worry
the
about
apex of the comedy, folks. But I do have to say that our next act in no way sanctioned those jokes. No, we're going to go to Cantor Shauna Zell from Beth Elohim in Wellesley for a wonderful performance. Take it away.
Thank you, Cantor.
Hi to all of my friends at Temple Emanu-El. My name is Cantor Shauna Zell, and I serve Temple Beth Elohim, not too far away. I'd like to offer a song called Winter Song, written by Sarah Bareilles and Ingrid Michelson. And these words make me think that hope is buried just beneath the snow in these darker winter days. Bum 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 bum
Bum bum bum bum bum bum. This is my winter song to you. The storm is coming soon. It rolls in from the sea. My voice a beacon in the night. My words will be your light to carry you to me. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love? They say that things just cannot grow beneath the winter snow, or so I have been told. They say we're buried far, just like a distant star I simply cannot hold. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive? This is my winter song. December never felt so wrong. 'Cause you're not where you belong, inside my arms. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I still believe in summer days. The seasons always change, and life will find a way. I'll be your harvester of light and send it out tonight so we can start again. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive? This is my winter song. December never felt so wrong. 'Cause you're not where you belong, inside my arms. This is my winter song to you. The storm is coming soon. It rolls in from the sea. My love a beacon in the night. My words will be your light to carry you to me. Is love alive? 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 I knew that soon we will hold each other very close.
Well, I'm glad to be here at our, now you got me? I don't want to stand in front of Shelby. How about like this? Good? So here we are at the Marblehead Bank phone bank. This is so old school. I love it, except that there's not the telephone cords coming down. So how we doing, Lisa?
So great. This is actually so exciting. The phones have been ringing off the hook. This is my first moment that I'm not on it. And oh, can you hear me now? So anyway, the phones have been ringing off the hook. Thank you so much, everyone. People have been donating in such generous amounts. Every dollar helps. And just please keep calling. If you have trouble getting through, just click online. You can donate there too. And it's great. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been an exciting night.
We can hear from where John and I are, all the conversation with the phone calls coming in. So let's go to our next video. We have Rabbi Bob Alper, who is not only an ordained rabbi, but a stand-up comedian. And let me just say, he does those both intentionally, okay, rather than, just sort of happening to be a comedian. No, in fact, he's very much a friend of Temple Emanu-El. Some of you may recall that Rabbi Alper was our scholar in residence a few years ago. We did a whole weekend of Jewish humor and spirituality. And what many may not know is an even deeper connection to the temple, that Rabbi Alper's uncle was Rabbi Martin Katzenstein, our first rabbi at Temple Emanu-El. So here then is Rabbi Bob Alper with some comedy for tonight.
This is Rabbi Bob Alper. I'm speaking to you from my home in southern Vermont, and delighted to be part of this a special place in my heart for both Temple Emanu-El and Rabbi Meyer. I'll tell you why. My late uncle Martin Katzenstein was the first full-time rabbi at Temple Emanu-El back in the 50s, and I performed at Temple Emanu-El 10 years ago. And I do a lot of shows, and believe it or not, sometimes when I do a show, I never even hear from the rabbi. They say hello, and then after the show, they're gone, and it doesn't feel good. Rabbi Meyer was the reverse. I came there, he hosted me, he showed me around his town, which he loves. We had lunch together. He's a very gracious host and friend, and it meant a lot to me. It was 10 years ago. I remember meeting him. I got in his car, we parked on the street, and we started a tour of the place that he loves. So I can understand he loves Marblehead, and I understand why you love him. So doing a little bit of humor by way of video, it's difficult because I've been doing Zoom programs for a while now, and there's two things that happen. First of all, when you do humor and the audience is muted, which they have to be, it's really hard for a comedian. But for a rabbi, there's value, because trying to make people laugh and getting no response is sort of like an after-death experience. So it's theological research. On the other hand, if the audience is unmuted and I can hear them, very often in the middle, I'll be building up to a joke, and you'll hear, Murray, would you get me a Diet Coke while you're in the kitchen? And of course, the joke goes down the toilet. So I'm hoping you're out there and you're peppy, and I can amuse you by telling you a few jokes to entertain you. The first one is about a man who was walking down the street in Tel Aviv, and he encountered an older man. The older man was carrying he had a watermelon here and 2 bags of groceries and a newspaper under his arm. He said to the older man, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to Eisenberg Street?" And the older man said, "All right, here, take the watermelon and hold on to it. Okay, you got and grab the paper from under my arm and hold that. All right. And you see the shopping bag on my right arm? Hold it. All right. And the other shopping bag, I want you to hold that. Okay. Eisenberg Street. Eisenberg Street. How should I know? I've never told that joke in public, so I have no idea what reaction it's getting. I hope you're laughing. A rabbi, a cantor, and a synagogue president were on vacation in Borneo. True story. And they were captured by headhunters. The leader of the group said, "We're going to kill you because that's how we make our living in these parts. But we're not unsophisticated people. We're going to give each of you one last wish." Well, the rabbi, perspiring and trembling, he said, "I guess as for me, what I'd like to do is deliver my Yom Kippur sermon one last time." The cantor, also perspiring and trembling, said, "As for me, I'd like to chant the Kol Nidre one last time." And the synagogue president said, "Kill me first." A young rabbi went to a senior residence, was visiting some of the people there, and she sat next to an older man. She said, "How old are you, sir?" He said, "Rabbi, I'm 87. She said, "That's marvelous. You should live to be ad mea ve'esrim, to 120, like Moses, our teacher." And to a second lady, "How old are you, Rabbi? I'm 94. "Oh, that's terrific. May you live to be 120, like Moses, our teacher." And to a third man, "And how old are you, sir?" He said, "Rabbi, you may not believe it, but I'm 120 years old." The rabbi said, "Have a nice day." And finally, a minister was talking with his 8-year-old daughter and 10-year-old son. It was springtime, and he decided they really need to know about the holiday of Passover that their Jewish friends were celebrating. So I told him the story, and they went off to bed, and later on he went up to sleep, and as he passed by his daughter's room, he saw that she had placed a note on her door that read, "Dear angel of death, the firstborn sleeps across the hall."
Thank you, Bob. It's so nice to have you with us, even remotely, and we so appreciate your support of the temple, really in so many ways going back many years. So how about a little update? Our current raised of donations at this point is just shy of $30,000. Thank you so much. And we have our second matching grant of $5,000, which has brought in about $1,400 at this point.
Wonderful.
So still, every donation will be doubled for the next $3,500 worth at least. Oh, yeah. Remember, we have the auction items, too. I'm not including that in the totals, but the auction does close at 6:45. So look through those wonderful items and get your bids in. So thank you. John, what's coming up next?
Oh, yes, Rabbi. Well, next we have two very special videos. We're going to roll on with a message from our immediate past president, Claudia Kaufman, and then a wonderful performance by our own Bill Socolow singing. Enjoy.
Hello, Temple Emanu-El. This is Claudia Kaufman. I'm the Temple's immediate past president, which means I was Temple president from 2018 to 2020. And I'm so happy to be here today. It's so exciting to be part of the Temple's first ever telethon. I hope you're all enjoying it. So I think, like most of us, I probably have a few secret talents, but nothing that could translate onto the telethon stage. Except, of course, I was third clarinet in my 7th grade junior high band in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. But I guess if I had to talk about my presidency, probably the 3 words I would use to wrap up my presidency would be ask, destroy, and rebuild. And that's because at the first part of my presidency, we were still trying to collect the funds, and we were still in the middle of the Biodeno campaign. And so we had those efforts that continued on. But then it was my honor to watch the temple literally be ripped apart. It was brought down to the studs. But more so, I had the honor of watching it magically be rebuilt to be the beautiful sanctuary and facility that we now have. And I know you, like me, are anxious to get back together, both to be back as a community and to be back inside our beautiful facility. So COVID has been a tough time for so many people on so many fronts. But also the temple as an organization is also part of that. So even though it's great to be together today, it's great to have this telethon and to be together as a community, to see each other and to share our talents, it's also an important fundraiser. So I'm going to channel my best Jerry Lewis and say, pick up those phones and make a call. We have a group of people, a phone bank just waiting to take your call. And it doesn't matter. A large donation, small donation, it all helps and it all makes a difference. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you today. I really hope that you enjoy. A lot of people have put a lot of work into this, and I really hope that you enjoy the afternoon. And thank you.
Hello, my name is Anna Socolow. Today I'm going to play you a song called Through It All by Charlie Puth. I think it's very sweet and reflective, and I hope you like it. This is called Through It All. it all. Yeah, so I hope you like it, and thank you.
Thank you very much. That was just terrific. Let's take a moment to see how our auction items are doing. We haven't looked at those for a little bit. Here's, I believe we're scrolling through where things are. Hey, take a look at the COVID survival basket. Actually, it does not have a vaccine in it, but it's got just about everything else that you might want to get through this next little stretch at home. The crock pot, the Red Sox bottle of wine. The Portal Plus is a really great bit of technology to keep you connected with friends and family, and the Apple AirPods. So this has a really good value. It's still at well below its value. So take a look at those auction items, and don't forget, remember that we're going to close that auction down at 6:45, so you still have some time. So why are we giving? John?
Well, Rabbi, why we give, the main reason we're giving is we can't gather. Every year, a critically important fundraiser helps us balance our tight operational budget here at our temple. Taste of the North Shore, the Gala 2019, Jazz Night, Trivia Night, and other events. And even though our facility here is closed, we still have insurance, utilities, technology costs, and many other operating expenses that just don't go away. We were not able to have a singular fundraiser in 2020, and please remember, we do not do a High Holidays annual appeal, although we did do an end-of-year appeal.
Yeah, and thanks for those who did come through at the end of the year with gifts, and again, thanks to everybody who's participating here tonight. So our next act, sponsored by our friends at Goldman Funeral Chapel, is Cassandra McKinley. Cassandra was one of our last opportunities to hear live jazz here at the temple several months before the world closed down. She is a very, very talented vocalist. So here then, enjoy Cassandra McKinley.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years until the end of time. Oh, love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always
Spectacular, huh? So when the opportunity comes up again to hear live music, make sure you catch Cassandra McKinley, who does perform around the Boston area and way, way beyond, internationally, in fact. Thank you so much. Hey,
Very impressive.
How about some good news? We have achieved our $5,000 matching number. So we are there. Thank you to all of the donors for making sure that happened. Didn't want to leave that on the table. Well done. This would be a good time to kind of take a look at a little total. Can you put that cool thermometer graphic up? My numbers are showing a total of pledges for tonight at $38,300.
right.
We are very close to getting to our number, our goal of 50. We're not going to stop there. But again, we are beyond grateful and thank you. We have lots more fun to come, though. Let's have some more presentations, John.
Well, thank you, Rabbi. That's great news. And thank you so much, everyone, for your support. We're getting there. We're almost there. Our next wonderful, wonderful video we'll be hearing from our past president, Josh Krell, a wonderful guy, followed by Jay Daly and the Barbecue Brass Band. I'll say that again, the Barbecue Brass Band. And that is sponsored by our own Virginia Dodge. Enjoy.
Thanks, Jenny.
Hi, everybody. My name is Josh Krell, and I had the honor of serving as president of Temple Emanu-El from 2016 through 2018. I wish I had appreciated back then just how normal things were. I believe that my presidency was made easier thanks to my secret talent, which was my ability to help make Temple Emanu-El an even more welcoming place for interfaith families. In particular, I was very proud to preside over a board of trustees which voted to allow people of other faiths to serve on the board of trustees. I just want to thank everybody who worked so hard to make this telethon a huge success, and to wish everybody in the temple a healthy and happy and increasingly normal 2021. Thank you very much.
Greetings and shalom. My name is Jay Daly, and I am a professional trumpet player from Beverly, and I am so happy to be a part of Temple Emanu-El's very first telethon. Thank you for having me. And heartfelt thanks also for all the good work your spiritual community does. I have found music is a great comfort for the soul at any time, but especially now when we are experiencing so much stress and uncertainty, and I know music is a vital part of your congregation too. So I am pleased to offer some music that I hope will bring you a smile and warm your heart this evening. We're going to hear from one of the bands I lead called the Barbecue Brass. This six-piece group includes some of Boston's absolute top echelon musicians. We play all kinds of entertaining music from the 20th century, sort of a mini version of a pops orchestra. Tonight, I selected 2 songs from a live performance we recorded on a warm and sunny day last November. And I should tell you that this was produced in an entirely safe manner because no audience was present. The complete recording is a full-length concert prepared for a retirement community as an experience its members watched and shared together. So, let's do the same now and get started with our rendition of a tune recorded in 1927 by the great trumpet player Louis Armstrong, my favorite. He called it Struttin' with Some Barbecue, and it became our band theme song. I know you'll enjoy it.
So here we are again at the Marblehead Bank phone bank. Thanks so much to everybody calling in. Maybe I can get you to come off the phone for a moment. I wanted to share, I got a notice from one of our past religious school students who asked if this is the most talented group of madrichim we've ever had. Those videos and music the first hour were spectacular, so maybe the answer is yes. I know, Lisa, you've gotten some other comments. Thanks so much for people leaving comments. And Lisa, let me let you say a couple words.
Yeah, actually the phone calls have been amazing. We've been talking to so many different people, and they've been giving for so many different reasons. But actually, we got one call from Andrea who said she's just been having literally like just the recent years at the temple have been the happiest ever for her. And so she just wanted to give tonight because the temple has given so much to her and her family. So thank you, Andrea, and thank you to everyone. The phones have been ringing off the hook. We're so grateful. Every contribution has been amazing. So I'm going to shoot it back to the rabbi and John, but keep calling and giving. We really appreciate it.
Sorry for that walk in front of you, but we don't have a whole lot of room to move and groove here, being socially distant. So just a reminder, we're going to close down the auction after the next two videos. And so you want to bid, this is the last time to do it. We're going to continue with a music video from John and me, the song that we've done on Friday nights based on Hit Orari Lechadodi, Awake, Awake, a music video. And by the way, since we're doing some of John and Meyer and Nelson music, David Meyer, John Nelson music, I'm David Meyer, he's John Nelson, we are Meyer and Nelson. For the next 6 donations that come in of $180 or more, we're going to throw in a copy of each of our first 2 CDs, Road Without Shoulders, and this one At Last. So, auction closing, $180 donations brings you the CDs, and after the music video, we'll hear from our past president, Brad York.
My name is Brad York. I was president of the temple from 2012 to 2014. My secret talent, I think, was assembling a group of very committed temple members, and we were able to bring the pledge model to the temple. And I'm happy to say it is still thriving and going strong. Also listening to Jill and my kids whenever they gave me input, and to the rabbi and Judith Emanu-El, and I could go on and on and on. And it was probably one of the greater experiences of my life, being president of the temple. I miss you all. I hope to see you all again soon. Stay safe. Thanks for participating tonight. Support the temple, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
So we're back. Thanks so much. Let's have a little look at where we are in terms of the donations and pledges thus far. Looks to me like we're at $39,250. In terms of the auction's closed now. So we have concluded the online auction portion of the fundraiser. We're going to get back to you in a few minutes once we kind of get it all finalized. Please, their phone bank is still standing by. You can continue making online donations. We still have some spectacular acts before closing the program. So stay with us. And John, what do we got next?
Thank you, Rabbi. Next, we have two very special acts. The first is Chris Williams performing his original song, Gather. You may have heard this. The Rabbi and I have done this at our services. Beautiful, beautiful song. And this is by the man who wrote it, and he's performing it. And that is sponsored generously by the Asher family. And then there's another guy who's going to sing about barbecue. When he's not singing at temple, he's devoting his time to songs about barbecue. You'll see him too. Take it away.
Well, greetings, Temple Emanu-El. My name is Christopher Williams, and I'm an indie songwriter down in Nashville, Tennessee. But before I moved down to Nashville 17 years ago, I used to live in a little town on the north shore of Boston, a little town that you might be familiar with called Marblehead. And I have so many great memories of walking the streets of Old Town, and the snow on the beach, and the people. It is my joy to be with you and to be able to share a song with you that is important to me, especially in light of the last year that we have had. But I have also heard that this song is important for your congregation, and that brings me great joy as we all look forward to 2021, the year that we are in now, and the hope that we will be able to gather again in all places and all spaces with every one of us. That is something to look forward to, and that's what this song is about. It's about being known, coming together, being loved, and encouraging one another. It's called Gather. To be known, to feel safe, to be honest and unafraid, to leave the past, run into hope, to find together we are not alone. I need you, you need me. This is why we gather, this is why we gather, to remember why we matter. This is why we gather, share our story, silence the noise, to hear the wisdom and the tremble of a voice, to carry healing for all the scars, to know we're more than our broken hearts, Yes, I need you. You need me. Oh, this is why we gather. This is why we gather, to remember why we matter. This is why we gather, when we help each other fight the fear, be present with one another. We'll find that's where the life of God is lived. To give courage to here and now. We are beloved, this is holy ground. I need you, you need me, and this is why we gather. This is why we gather, to remember why we matter. This is why we gather. This is why we gather, to remember why we matter. This is why we gather, gather, gather. This is why we gather, gather, gather. This is why we gather, 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 to remember why we matter. This is why we gather. 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 Happy New Year to you.
Barbecue. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. When you meet somebody that don't like soul food, they still got a soul. And it don't mean that you got no rhythm if you don't like rock and roll. But if your tastes are like mine, like cider, not wine, and your very favorite thing to do is get a pretty girl dancing to jug band music and a mess of mama's barbecue. Barbecue lifts my spirits, swear that never fails, and the sauce mama makes just stays there forever if you dare to get it under your nails. Well, you may be poor with a wolf at your door, but money isn't everything. You still got the sun and a river full of fun, and you'll always have a song to sing. So get the frown off your face, we're gonna replace it with a grin and a dream come true, with a pretty girl dancing to jug band music and a mess of mama's barbecue. Barbecue lifts my spirits, swear that never fails, and the sauce mama makes just stays there forever if you dare to get it under your nails. So get the frown off your face, we're gonna replace her with a grin and a dream come true, with a pretty girl dancing to jug band music and a mess of mama's barbecue. That's a pretty girl dancing to jug band music with a mess of mama's barb, a mess of mama's barb, a mess of mama's barbecue. Mess of mama's barbecue.
All right. That was terrific, John.
Thank
that
you,
was
Rabbi.
great. Well
Thank
done.
you. I appreciate
well
it.
done. Got a little barbecue theme going
Oh,
here.
yes. Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So I want to talk just again about why we give to support the temple. And I want to talk just a moment about the neighborhoods. We created this structure of neighborhoods upon which the temple programming is built. Used to be conventional wisdom that relationships result, that our programs result in relationships of meaning. But we've came to believe that in fact relationships are the foundation and that our programs can evolve out of those. And so a structure of neighborhoods, which are, as you know, affinity groups based on demographics of interest, began to sprout up, self-created, rather than a top-down model, a grassroots model. So Jewish music that John leads, movie night, thanks so much Amy, book club, senior connection, our sisterhood, families with children, Tikkun Olam doing social justice work, LGBTQIA, adult Jewish learning. These neighborhoods are self-sustaining, and the temple staff, we are here to help make sure that the activities and programs you'd like to do are in fact enabled to bring people together. We really had no idea just how important these were going to be and how important they've proven to be in this COVID era, helping to, yes, build relationships, but also maintain connections. Very important for the continuity of our programming and our mission, and the neighborhoods have served really as an anchor during this time, and attendance continues to grow. So to all of our neighborhood chairs and participants, we treasure and appreciate all that you do. John, what's coming up next?
Thank you, Rabbi. Next, we have a very talented comedian named Gary Gulman. I can almost bet that his jokes and humor will be a little more effective than mine earlier tonight. But, hey, music director at a temple,
Great.
isn't
You got laughs, you know.
Thank you, Rabbi Meyer always makes me feel good. I appreciate it. Thank you. For over 25 years in comedy, Gary Gulman has established himself as an eminent performer and peerless writer. His most recent stand-up special for HBO, The Great Depression, is a universally acclaimed tour de force look at mental illness, equal parts hilarious and inspiring. A product of Boston, Gulman has been a scholarship college football player, an accountant, and a high school teacher. He has made countless television appearances as both a comedian and an actor. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Gulman.
Hi, Temple Emanu-El, or Emmanuel. My mother would pronounce it Emmanuel. I do not know. I would think it would be Emanu-El. It doesn't matter. My mother would insist, and even if you told her what the right pronunciation was, she would pronounce it the same way she wanted to for the rest of her life. No matter how many times you told her, she would keep it with that. And also, if she saw this right now, she'd be outraged over this, as many Jewish mothers in the congregation watching this are right now. You'd be so handsome if it wasn't for that beard. So I'm not handsome. Okay. I'm not shaving it just because it irritates you. So what is the lesson? The lesson is stop being such a yenta. So congratulations on this telethon. Mazel tov on the telethon that is coming on January 31st. So I won't be able to wish you a happy Tu B'Shvat. Tu B'Shvat, one of those holidays where even if you're Jewish, you're not that familiar with the 15th of Shvat. That's basically the difference between a reformed Hebrew school education and a conservative Hebrew school education. We learn about Tu B'Shvat and Shavuos. Those are the big differences. And Sukkos. I don't know. Listen, the reformed, you had it right a long time ago. I hope you don't know what the conservatives are saying about you. Just so you know, they talk a lot of smack. And why? Because you don't use as much Hebrew as them. They don't understand any of the Hebrew. Okay? I just want to make one point before I go. The whole BCE, the before the Common Era and the Common Era, we're not fooling anybody. Okay? The Common Era, which just so happens to begin the day Jesus Christ was born. That's a miracle. The miracle of that coincidence, the immaculate coincidence. That's what that is. Anyhow, I wanted to contribute to this because my ego, I thought they need me. This is who I think of myself, as they need me. They need me to make jokes for their telethon. I was asked, but I would have been hurt had I not been asked. So I hope that I'll be able to see you at a show and you'll be able to tell me how this went over. I might be bombing, but can I tell you something? I find this very funny. Who else would get my Tu bist wat jokes besides very Jewish people? I miss you. I don't even know you, but I miss interacting with people, the loneliness. And if you're raiding my room right now, shame on you. What did I say about yenting it up? Okay, I'm going to sign off, but I want to let you know that I appreciate you. Right now, I can hear my mother in my head saying, tell them where they can come see you perform. Do a little advertising. I will not disgrace this. It would be a sacrilege for me to tell you how you can come see me. But there's part of me that wants you to come see me and tell me how this went over. Okay, the point is, enjoy the telethon. Give more than you planned to. If you have anything more than a Honda in your driveway, then you can afford to overgive. So overgive, Marblehead, which I don't go to Marblehead often, and I'll tell you why. It is impossible to get to from Peabody. It was set up, designed to keep Peabody people out. I'm sure you could say that's not true, but it feels true. And isn't that what matters? Whether something feels true? And then he got political, and it made us uncomfortable. All right.
Well, Gary, that was putting it out there, wasn't it? Well, let me just say, Gary, I hope you had a wonderful Tu B'Shvat, and that you'll have a great Shavuot as well. But don't forget, we have a couple of holidays in between. We've got Purim coming up the end of February. We've got Passover. Maybe you forgot about those. Tell you what, since you're interested in religious education in a Reform synagogue, we can fill in those gaps for you. I think we've got an opening in the 5th grade. That might be just right. Hey, thanks so much. Really appreciate you being part of things, Gary. Would like to introduce Jake Weinstein as our next act. Haven't had any dancing yet, so this is a time. We got Jake to be part of this because he's related to our board member, Jamie Yumtov's cousin. He's a performer and a composer coming to us from New York City. And following Jake will be a message from our devoted past president, Jerry Somers.
Somers. I was president of Temple Emanu-El from 1977 to 1980, when perhaps some of you were still in religious school. The highlights of those years really centered on building community, and some of the activities of that time included having the board personally paint the front of the building. We also hosted a nifty conclavette, and perhaps most important, we celebrated the Temple's 25th anniversary with a black tie tented dinner and dance that overflowed into the parking lot. There was a great spirit, and the Temple really was the social center for many of our members. Tonight, we celebrate our ever-growing Temple Emanu-El community and congratulate both an outstanding staff and lay leadership that have really helped support and grow our community during these very difficult times. The truth is, I think we're stronger than ever. Brighter days are ahead, and I ask that all of you be safe and healthy.
Thank you, Jerry. So I'm back here at the Marblehead Bank phone bank, and it's still so busy here. Thanks so much. Lisa, a couple words?
Yeah, absolutely. What a night. This has been absolutely amazing. First of all, thank you all for your patience, and thank you all for watching. This has just been remarkable. We are so grateful to everyone. People have been so generous. And if you have not done so yet, our phones are here. We're here. Please keep calling. Hit the button online, make a donation. We're so close to hitting our goal. So if you can help us get there, that would be wonderful. And otherwise, thank you, everyone. Thank you for all of your hard work for tonight. Rabbi, back to you.
Thanks, everybody. So we have some wonderful acts still to go, and let's send it back to John to introduce the Ragged Impresarios.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Lisa, and our wonderful ladies manning our phones. You know, Rabbi Meyer and I are up here talking and announcing. So much work went into this behind the scenes. In fact, I see some of them social distanced right in front of me, but I want to thank everybody. So it is my ultimate pleasure to announce this next band. Many of you know our Temple family member, John Derizzi. John is one of my best friends, wonderful musician, has toured with me for many years, and he's played with our Meyer and Nelson band. And you've seen him on percussion when we were together live some months ago. John would make guest appearances for our services. Well, John has a wonderful band called the Ragged Impresarios. They're some of the most talented musicians in New England. They've backed many of the biggest country and rock artists going today, and also toured with Billy Gilman of The Voice fame, performing a wonderful song by the Police, John Derizzi and the Ragged Impresarios.
Oh,
That's terrific. John and the band, thanks so much for being part of our evening. And let's move on to another message and another act. As I shared one of the comments, yeah, we do have a pretty talented group of music madrichim, including Adam Ganzenberg, who's going to share with us some music, and then a prepared message from our temple president, Lisa Nagel, who's continuing to work the Marblehead Bank phone banks. So first, thanks so much. Here's Adam Ganzenberg.
Howdy folks, my name's Adam Ganzenberg. I am one of the music madrichot at Temple Emanu-El. I sing with all the kids every Sunday. Now I'm here at the telethon. I'm going to sing for all of you. I hope everyone's doing well over this rough patch. I know everything's pretty crazy right now, but I've really been healing and helping myself through music, and I hope you guys can partake in that right now. So I'm going to be singing a take on a classic Jewish song that I wrote. Hope you guys will like it. So here we go. Together and sing our song. Don't feel left out, you can always come along. Hand in hand we travel on.
Hi, I'm Lisa Nagel, the current president of Temple Emanu-El. During my presidency thus far, my secret talent has probably been overseeing the board of trustees, the staff, and daily operations from a very unique distance. As a leader, I am truly grateful for technology this year, but meetings via Zoom and team phone calls are just not the same. I love our temple community, and I am really missing traditional opportunities for making closer connections with each of you in person. There is no doubt that this has been a challenging time for everyone in our community. The temple is still here for you. However, like most charitable organizations, the temple relies on fundraisers like this telethon to stay active and accessible to everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to thank you all for your support this evening. We truly appreciate every dollar raised through this event. Your support will preserve and enrich our spiritual home today and for the future. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you, Adam. We are going to continue. We still have some spectacular acts. And for those who've been with us since we started this at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, glad you're sticking with us. For those who've come on board later, hope you're enjoying as well. So, why to give? Why are we doing this? Why is this so important? John?
Why give? Friday night services. Live streamed Friday night Shabbat services have never been better attended. Our temple fills an important role in members' lives, especially during the pandemic.
And we take a look during the course of our Friday night services. Very often there are 100 devices all tuned in to Facebook Live. That could be 100 or 200 people together for services. By a couple of days later, by midweek, we will have seen some 800, maybe even 1,000 views of people taking advantage of being able to tune into services even during a pandemic. We know from the comments that are posted on Facebook Live during the service that it's allowing people to connect and stay connected, to share important milestones as we would do as if we were live together, to offer congratulations, to share condolences. It really is about building and sustaining these relationships. In addition, of course, to providing the spiritual connection so important to our members. So for our next act, it's a special treat for me to introduce Jim Trick, sponsored by Eastern Bank. Jim is a local singer-songwriter and has other roles that he plays as well in town, a spectacular musician and human being. This is Jim Trick, sponsored by Eastern Bank.
Hey to all my friends at Temple Emanu-El. I have so much love and appreciation for so many of you that I know either through the shop or those of you who have come out to hear me play live, and just so much love for Rabbi Meyer and for Marla, who I've known for years, and just appreciate you. So honored to be invited to be a part, well, really of anything that you do, but particularly for this effort, and hope that it is just an incredible success. This is a song that I wrote, and it's just meant to be a little blessing, a little encouragement to all of us living in a tricky time right now who just might need a little wind in our sails and a little encouragement. So. There are two kinds of love, the kind you want and the kind you get. And there's the first one that you ever had. It's the one you can't forget, but you can't go there. There's a distance in your memory of a heartache laid aside, and you don't regret the pain you felt, and you are not sure why, but you can't leave there. But all's not lost and you're not lost at all. All's not lost and you're not lost at all. There are two kinds of lies. Some you tell, some you believe, and you'll rid yourself of both someday. You will be relieved, but you don't know now. It's that story you're repeating. It's a picture in a frame. It's like a car crash, you can't look away. You may never be the same, but I won't go there. 'Cause all's not lost and you're not lost at all. Ooh. You can put me in your suitcase, stored beneath the bed, and you'll wipe the dust off someday to say the things you wish you'd said, but I won't be there. 'Cause all's not lost and I'm not lost at all. 'Cause all's not lost and I'm not lost at all. 'Cause all's not lost and I'm not lost at all. Shalom to you, my dear friends.
I'd like to take a moment to announce the winners of the auction items. Our 1 hour of the Cookie Monster truck will be enjoyed by Tracy Roman and her new set of best friends. Matt Friedman has won the 1-year use of the mailbox through UPS. 2 cases of wine, party at Marilyn York's house. Marvin Schwartz is going to take advantage of the college consultations. 6 hours of fishing charter with Captain Jake. Brad York will be on that. And staying in the harbor at the Dolphin Yacht Club social membership is Jill York. Brad York's also going to be playing golf with Robert Salter at Kernwood. Julie Silver will be mashing her trash. And Rabbi Allison Pizer is going to take advantage of the afternoon cruise. Finally, the COVID survival basket will be going to Betsy Rooks. So thanks so much for all who have donated to our auction. John, what do we have up next?
Oh, Rabbi, I'm excited. For our next act, we'd like to welcome back very talented Bill Socolow, who will be playing Rhapsody in Blue.
Good evening, Bill Socolow here. Once again, this is my final selection for the telethon. This is George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. I hope you enjoy it. This is an abridged version. Rhapsody in Blue.
Hard to believe we're starting to wind down now. Our program is just about finished up. We've got just a couple of more acts to enjoy. We are so close to hitting our $50,000 goal. So if you've been waiting to make a donation, this would be a great time to do it. We'd love to announce having hit that goal before signing off. So now, I'd like to share with you another song by John and me. This is my composition, Road Without Shoulders, based on an actual road sign on a Jerusalem highway, Kavish Lelo Shulaim. This is a pretty weird song. It's kind of a Hebrew-English country driving, trucking song. It's its own niche. But we hope you enjoy Road Without Shoulders, and make your pledges now. We're almost there.
Heading west towards Tel Aviv, chasing the setting sun. Traffic crawled at the end of day down Highway 461. Kavish Lelo Shulaim, there's just 2 lanes ahead. This road has no shoulders, is what that orange sign said. Ze Kavish Lelo Shulaim, kacha ze bentayim, rak namshich kadima, lo smol v'lo yamina. This road has no shoulders, that's just what I told her, and I'm still growing older as we wind our way back home. Well, I guess we've all known times like that, thinking back on all the years when a sign along the way could help us navigate our fears. Or let us know the path we're on won't change and never veers when it's time to check our brakes or readjust our gears. Ze Kavish Lelo Shulaim, kacha ze bentayim, rak namshich kadima, lo smol v'lo yamina. This road has no shoulders, that's just what I told her. So I keep getting older as we wind our way back home. Another lane of cars will go a-whizzing past my eyes. The wider stretch of pavement with a shoulder on the right. A place to stop or even swerve, still heading towards the light. But for now I'll simply travel on and look for what's ahead, making sure I'm being watchful and my tires still have some tread. And if I have to make my move, slow down or gather speed, through the narrow space I'll go, you'll follow and I'll lead. Ze Kavish Lelo Shulaim, kacha ze bentayim, rak namshich kadima, lo smol v'lo yamina. This road has no shoulders, that's just what I told her. Just watch out for those boulders as we wind our way back home. This road has no shoulders, that's just what I told her. Just watch out for those boulders as we wind our way back home.
Well, folks, we'd like to make some final thank yous. This has been such a wonderful night, not only being part of it, but just seeing the whole community come together. And we are so thankful for what you do for us. Our final thank yous to our viewers, to our sponsors, to our donors, and volunteers.
And I do want to thank again all of the volunteers. Well, I'd like to say everybody, but it's almost impossible to do that. But there are those who I do specifically want to thank again. A year like no other. This has been a program like no other. I've never tried to do anything like this before, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful night. So thank you to our event chair, Gail New. Congratulations. To Stephanie Zweig-Brown, who organized our school talent. To those who are with us here this evening, Amira Kucharski, Steve Faithful, Katie Alexander, Lisa Nagel, and Shelby Chapper-Pierce. For Jamie Yomtov and Sherry McGuirk organizing so much of our talent. Our tech crew has been sweating through the whole thing and have been here for hours and hours over the last couple of weeks. Matt Friedman, Steve London, and Howard Nunes. Thanks so much to Claudia Kaufman for the PR and the marketing, and for our auction items, Ina Lee Block, Jessica Black, and Carol Schutzer. So I think it's time to announce a final total for tonight. Cue the drum roll. Now this has still got a little bit of update to go, but the answer is, tonight we have raised $50,120. We have hit our goal. Well done, everybody. Now, we're just delighted to allow us to continue doing what we do. The website's going to be live for more donations over the next week or so. So you may not even be watching this real time, but please, we will be welcoming additional donations. And finally, we'll say goodnight with a final video from our leadership and our staff. Again, thanks to everyone, and we hope to see you live and in person here before too long.
Thanks,
Be
everyone.
well, everyone.
Good night.
Shalom.
Yimalchem kol tov, Yimalchem kol tov. May the one who blessed our lives renew our blessing. Mishek Yimalchem kol tov, Yimalchem kol tov. For the goodness in our days, your praise will sing. Your praise will sing. Share our joys, they're doubled. When we share our pain, it's halved. Reaching out with one another, we find out how much we have. We find out how much we have. Mishek Yimalchem kol tov, Yimalchem kol tov. May the one who blessed our lives renew our blessing. Mishek Yimalchem kol tov, Yimalchem kol tov. For the goodness in our days, your praise will sing. Your praise will sing. Your brave success and triumphs, sometimes we forget to see. So we pause, never take for granted. Times like these aren't guaranteed. Times on another week.